Rolex may be the king of watches, but not every Rolex is worth your hard-earned cash. Some of them are way overhyped, overpriced, or just plain hard to sell if you ever want to upgrade. Today, I'm going to dive into the 5 Rolex models that you should think twice about before buying. And, of course, I'm going to give you some better options if you're on the hunt. Let's dive in. Number 1, the Rolex Air King, reference number 116900. Let's kick things off with the Rolex Air King, specifically the reference 116900. Now, don't get me wrong, the Air King isn't a bad watch by any means, but when you're shelling out Rolex-level cash, you're going to want something that truly holds up in value and desirability, right? Well, this model, not so much. First off, it's a simple design with a rugged, almost utility-like vibe. Originally made for pilots, it does have a cool history, but let's face it, the design is a bit polarizing. The bold numerals and that green and yellow Rolex logo are daring, sure, but they don't scream classic. It's not a dial that's won over many fans, especially compared to the more timeless looks that Rolex is known for. And here's the kicker. The Air King just doesn't hold its value as well as other Rolex models. It tends to depreciate faster than something like the Explorer 1, which has that iconic, universally appealing design. Not to mention that the Air King doesn't even come with features like a date function, which is unusual for a Rolex in this price range. So if you are looking for a Rolex that it's a true classic and will keep or even gain value over time, the Air King isn't it. Try the Explorer 1 instead. It's got a timeless design, holds its value much better, and it appeals to everyone from watch newbies to hardcore collectors. Number 2, the Rolex Explorer 2 White Dial, reference number 216570. Alright, let's talk about the Rolex Explorer 2 with the White Dial, reference 216570. On paper, it sounds awesome. A rugged watch designed specifically for cave explorers, with a unique style and a pretty hefty 42mm case. But here's the thing. If you're looking for a Rolex that's going to hold its value and turn heads, this might not be it. Priced at around $10,079, the Explorer 2 is undeniably an investment, yet it doesn't enjoy the same kind of universal demand or collector appeal as the GMT Master 2 or the Submariner. Those models have achieved cult-like status, becoming staples among Rolex enthusiasts and collectors alike. The Explorer 2, despite its unique polar dial and adventurous roots, just doesn't command the same level of attention in the resale market. The GMT Master 2, by contrast, has broader appeal thanks to its dual time zone feature and its distinctive rotating bezel, available in iconic color combinations like the Pepsi red and blue or the Batman blue and black. It's versatile and highly sought after, which gives it an edge in terms of value retention. The Submariner is another strong alternative with its classic diver's design and legendary durability. It's a watch that goes with everything and performs well on the resale market. When it comes to resale, the Explorer 2 often trails behind. While GMT Master 2 prices consistently rise due to high demand and limited supply, the Explorer 2 doesn't have quite the same upward trajectory. Now for some, that makes it a great under-the-radar choice, but if you're thinking of resale or trade-up options down the line, you might find yourself wishing that you'd gone with something more universally recognized. If you're still drawn to that adventurous, rugged vibe, but you still want a model with stronger resale potential, well then consider the GMT Master 2, or even the Submariner. Both watches offer versatility and strong value retention. Plus, they are incredibly adaptable to a range of settings, from casual to business. The GMT Master 2, in particular, gives you that explorer spirit with broader demand, and a design that's at home in practically any setting. In the end, the Explorer 2 is undeniably cool, but for an investment-worthy Rolex with mass appeal, the GMT Master 2 or Submariner are just hard to beat. Number 3. The Rolex Datejust 41 Two-Tone, reference number 126333. Next up is the Two-Tone Datejust 41. Rolex knows how to make a gorgeous watch, and the gold and steel combo, or Rollsor, is iconic. But here's the thing, this mix was a hit in the 80s, but these days, it's kind of polarizing. Some love it for that classic vintage vibe, but others feel that it's a bit too flashy or even dated. For $7,850, you are looking at a solid luxury watch. But two-tone pieces don't usually hold their value as well as all stainless steel models. The two-tone design doesn't have the same appeal across different markets, which means that it can be trickier to resell down the road, especially if you're hoping for some appreciation. Another big factor, the Datejust is one of the most counterfeited Rolex models. Two-tone Datejusts are especially common among counterfeiters. So if you're buying, make sure it's from an extremely reputable source. Going for an all stainless steel Datejust can also save you some of that worry. It's classic, it's timeless, and it retains value better, as stainless steel generally appeals to a wider audience. So, while the Datejust 41 in Rolsor has that luxurious two-metal sparkle, if you're aiming for something that's going to appreciate or be easier to resell, the all-stainless Datejust might be the smarter play. It's clean, it's enduring, and it definitely won't go out of style anytime soon. Number 4. The Rolex Yachtmaster 2, reference number 116680. Moving on, we have the Rolex Yachtmaster 2, again, reference 116680. This one's hard to miss at $18,311. It is a true statement piece, no doubt about that. But here's the thing. While it has some seriously advanced features, like the regatta timer, which lets you set a countdown for competitive sailing, the practicality of this function for everyday wearers is pretty limited. Unless you're actually competing in sailboat races, that feature is likely to stay untouched, which makes it feel more like an unused gadget rather than a practical tool. Now, there's no denying the Yachtmaster 2's unique aesthetic. It's big, it's bold, and it boasts a very nautical vibe with its blue and white color scheme. But here's where it falls short. Its style is loud, and that makes it tough to blend into different settings. Unlike more classic Rolex models that are known for timeless versatility, the Yachtmaster 2 is a bit of a one-outfit wonder. Pairing it with everyday wear can be tricky, as its sporty design can sometimes clash with anything less than a full-on sailing ensemble. On top of that, the resale value of the Yachtmaster 2 doesn't quite match up to heavy hitters like the Submariner or the GMT Master. Collectors and Rolex fans generally gravitate towards models with broader appeal and classic styling, which makes pieces like the Submariner hold their value much better over time. If you're into the whole nautical theme, but you still want something that you can actually wear with a range of outfits, the original Yachtmaster is a solid alternative. It has that marine-inspired look, but with a sleeker, more versatile design that fits in from the beach to a business meeting. So while the Yachtmaster 2 is certainly eye-catching and full of niche functions, it is worth thinking about whether it's the right choice for you. Unless, of course, you're gearing up for the regatta season. And number 5, the Rolex Milgauss, reference number 116400GV. And finally, we've got the Rolex Milgauss, reference 116400GV. Now, the Milgauss definitely has a unique look. It's got that bold orange lightning bolt second hand and the green sapphire crystal, which are cool details. Originally designed for scientists and engineers who work around high magnetic fields, the Milgauss features anti-magnetic properties thanks to a Faraday cage inside the case and Rolex's blue parachrome hairspring. But here's the thing. In day-to-day life, most of us don't exactly need a watch that's immune to magnetism. For $9,801, the Milgauss is a bit of a niche piece. Because of its quirky design and specific function, it doesn't have the same mainstream appeal as other models, and that affects its resale value. Collectors who are drawn to classic styles might hesitate to pick up a Milgauss, especially with options like the Oyster Perpetual or Datejust that feel more timeless. If you are someone who loves the no-frills vibe, but also wants a watch that's versatile and holds its value, the Oyster Perpetual is a solid alternative. It has the understated, clean look that you might appreciate in the Milgauss, but with broader appeal and a stronger resale market. So while the Milgauss is memorable and is packed with impressive technical specs, it is worth considering whether those unique features align with what you really need in an everyday watch. And there you have it. 5 Rolex models that you might want to think twice about before buying. Whether it's because of high depreciation, niche features, or just being overhyped, these watches aren't exactly the safest bet if you're looking to get the most bang for your buck. But remember, at the end of the day, buy what you love. If one of these models really speaks to you, go for it. Just know the pros and cons so that you can make an informed decision. So what do you think about these models? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to every single response. Like and subscribe if you love elegant timepieces, and if you don't subscribe, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Catch you next time.